Hello, you guys. So I'm just here to bring you guys an update with my Naca journey. So um, August 17th, I went for kind of, I guess you can say, like my second intake, because my first intake was me bringing whatever documents I had, and then the second one was kind of me doing my action plan, which was saving the money and all of that stuff, and writing letters of explanations and all that. This, I'm sorry, of this freaking trash truck is like taking forever. So I'll just go. And somebody want to run out. Like, okay, so August 17th, I had my second intake. I did my action plan that they gave me, which was to save 2,000, whatever the money that you have to save. Like, this dump truck is so close. It's pissing me off. It was a 2,000 or whatever. That was just kind of estimated based upon what I wanted to get as a price point. So it was the 2,000, my letters of explanations, and all that stuff. So we submitted the file come the 17th, which was a Friday. I asked her, when would I be able to get a response from them. She was like, probably in a couple of days. So I was expecting probably Monday to get something back, just because it was the weekend. But then I didn't get a response back until Tuesday. When Tuesday came, they had conditions for me. So basically what conditions are is like more information that they need. So they needed more information with my 401k. When I turned in my paperwork that Friday, I gave them my quarterly statement, and I also gave them a statement as to what was actually in my 401k at that date or whatnot. So I gave them those two pieces of documents, thinking that, okay, it'll be enough because it's showing them, what I got, what I had with my quarterly statement, what I got now. No, that was not enough. They wanted a summary plan. So summary plan is basically your 401k's terms as to if you withdraw, what are the terms basically. So you can probably find that on your 401k website. Just look up like the plan for your 401k, and it was like 25 pages. So what I did was I went ahead and just downloaded it and attached it into that email, so that whatever else they was looking for come 401k, you just gonna have to look through that packet. But the packet, it did come with a content that actually showed them which pages had whatever they were looking for on it. So that was good. So we did that. I was already working on my landlord verification. So we had that already in the works. We knew that the piece of paper that I gave them might not work. She said some underwriters take it, some underwriters don't. So they wanted an actual landlord verification form filled out. So the first time we did it, we only did it up to 8 months. Then when I sent it over to her, she was like, no, the whole 12 months has to be filled out. So basically your landlord is going to go back until last year. So you might go back until probably like October or so of last year, payments until, wherever it ends at this point in time, whether it's going to be September when you do it or whatever. The next one was letters of explanation. So I had one late payment in the beginning of the year. So the letter of explanation that I gave them basically wasn't enough. So I basically just went more into detail as to why I was late, what I'm doing to not be late again. That's basically kind of what they're looking for. So I went ahead and just did that. They accepted that. So and I feel like it was something else. So it was the 401k statement, the landlord verification, the letter of explanation. Oh, and my grocery budget. So my grocery budget is usually around $200. They said it was unrealistic. It was an unrealistic grocery budget for the number of people in my household. So I just went back and changed it to $300 instead of $200. they said I could have had, basically did an explanation of, why is it 200, but I, at that point, I just was like, you know what, I'm trying to get qualified, so I'm gonna just go in here and change this to 300, and they'll be satisfied. So we did that. It was kind of back and forth because my work schedule, I wasn't seeing the emails when she was sending them to me. So I could have been qualified, I would probably say either Wednesday or Thursday, but I was qualified Friday. So I was so happy. It was unbelievable. Like, I got the email like later in the day, because I thought, like, if I didn't get this email in the morning, that I wasn't gonna get it. I was gonna have to wait till that next week. So when I got the email, it was probably like 4 or 5, like around that time, and I'm like, my heart just started beating so fast, and like I just saw congratulations. I was like, God, it's like, this is what I worked so hard for. Like, even though I still have more to do, it was just like to get over that one thing, that hurdle that I thought I would never be able to get over. Even though I kind of felt like that whatever they gave me as my terms or my conditions, like, that was it. Like, they couldn't put any more stuff that I had to do on top of that, because they would have did that before. Like, that's how I was thinking. So I was just like, just so ecstatic. Like, I'm pretty sure the people who were in the store with me were like just looking like, why is this girl smiling so hard? But that was the reason why. So after that, after she sent me the email, in the email she gave me the number to contact the red department. So the red department is basically the department who deals with how you get your real estate agent if you don't have your own. If you do have your own, you still have to send the email over. Well, you still have to call so that they can send you an email, and it's basically a form that you fill out saying either you have your own real estate agent, or you need a Naca real estate agent. And if you do, if you are going to use a Naca real estate agent, then on the form, make sure that you put the cities of where you're wanting to look for houses at, or the areas. So you do have to make sure you put that. It's really small, like, it's something that you can miss, because I missed it and ended up sending in the form Saturday, and I didn't realize it. And then probably, I think Monday, I went back and I resent it to them again, but they had already emailed me like, hey, this is your Naca agent and all that. So that was good. So that was the next step. So after that, she also gave me a date to attend the qualification meeting, I guess you could say. So basically, it's just a meeting that you go to where you get your qualification package, and you also basically, it's like an hour and a half meeting where you guys talk about, okay, what's the next step, like, what do you have to look forward to. And that's basically with your home inspections, your housing search, and the way how closing goes and all that stuff. So I had that meeting, that was this past Thursday. So I submitted my red, and just to say this, the meetings are every Thursday from 6 to 7:30, at least in my area. I don't know if it's different in other states, but at least in where I stay, that's where this one is. And then they did have people call in from like Wisconsin, or Milwaukee or something like that. They had people call in. So yeah, so I went to that, and then like they gave me my qualifications and all that stuff. So yeah, so I'm on my way. Like, at this point, all I have to do now is actually go out and go look at places. I have a list. I started with like 20 houses, and then I just started narrowing it down. And then at the meeting, he made me think about the property tax, because the area that I'm looking to move into, the property tax are very high compared to in the cities. So I was like, man, okay, so now I got to go back and I got to re-look for houses again. So I had to like do my due diligence and try to just look at the property taxes that were on there already, and just kind of go based upon that to see if that will work. So I'm hoping that when I go out and I start looking, that these places still have low property taxes, because my monthly budget is not that big of a budget, I guess you can say, because they don't look at your purchase price. So let's say you were looking for a house that was like $100,000. They don't really look at that. They look at how much you can afford monthly. So they take into your debt and all that stuff, and they're looking for how much can you afford monthly. So even if you're trying to get renovations, and let's say you buy a house and then you want to get renovations, all that stuff has to fit within your monthly budget, like your monthly payment. It can't go over that monthly payment. So they really emphasized on that a lot. They said the only way that your monthly payment can go down is if you buy down your rates, or buy down your interest. That's really the only kind of way that your monthly payment can go down. They also let us know that once you go through the qualification process and all of that, that because they work with Bank of America, if you email the red department, they're actually able to send you like a foreclosure list. And I think they said that it's up for like 2 weeks. And basically you have first dibs on those properties. So if you find one that you like the Naca, Bank of America will take you down. Well, they will go down by 10 points on the interest rate. So let's say if you had like I think it was like if you had a 4.5, or if you had a 4-point interest rate, it'll go down to like a 2.5. And then it was something else too. I forgot what it was, but basically it sounded like a very good deal if you were able to find one. So I emailed them. They still haven't sent me a list, but I just did my research, and I just searched online for like Bank of America foreclosed properties, and I did get kind of a list, because I remember he was saying like somebody a long time ago got one in Berwyn. So when I went on there, I saw like Berwyn area, Chicago. It wasn't too many places or too many areas that I was looking to move into, so it wouldn't benefit me at all. So the next step, like I said, is for me to go out and go look at the houses. I think I have about 8 houses to go look at. I just have to go ahead and email my real estate agent, and we'll see how everything goes from there. But yeah, like I'm just like I'm just so surprised, because I don't know, I guess I'm just like waiting for something bad to happen. But it's like, if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, then nothing but goodness is gonna happen to me. So that's how you gotta look at it. So if you guys have any questions or concerns when it comes down to doing this process, like my process hasn't been hard, it hasn't gotten hard yet, and I'm hoping that it doesn't. But who knows, because at the end of the day, when we were talking, they were saying that even towards the end of the process, like the bank resubmits, like they rerun everything again. So it's like, really? I don't know. Okay, they're not coming this way. But yeah, they were saying like the bank reruns everything again, and it's like, really? Like, y'all just did this on y'all end. So they like just like double check. And I'm just kind of feel like I'm just really hoping that they don't find them that Naca missed, once I'm coming to this part of when I have to close on the house. But yeah, so in the meeting they did talk about everything, your inspections, all of that stuff, what Naca pays for and all that. So I'm just wishing you guys, good luck on y'all journeys. Like I said, if you do have any questions, I can answer as much as possibly as I can. As much knowledge as I have right now. I'm still going through the process myself. But yeah, definitely you can comment below if you need me to answer any questions. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on the next part. Have a good day.